Hello again, it's me, Angelica Martinez, author of Living La Vida Loba, here to share my writing secrets with you, because as you know, girls don't gatekeep, especially when it comes to like following your passion and making something out of it. So one of the many notebooks I have has like a little bit of everything. These are notes. Specifically timeline notes, because if you're like me, you kind of don't just go from like Monday to Tuesday to Wednesday to Thursday. Like there's a lot of jumping around, especially if like time passes quickly, because I like a month usually to be within each novella. But anyways, for me, we have the beginning of her community service, which is around Thanksgiving time. So this is for the sequel. And you'll find out why she needs to have community service if you read the book. You'll kind of have an inkling of why. And then after 1 month, it's like around Christmas, New Year's Eve. And then at the second month mark, it's like mid-January. Third month mark, it's like right before Valentine's Day. So why is that important? It's important so you know what's going on around the character during that time. So for example, if it's Thanksgiving, you might want to have like a dinner table scene with the family members, and if so, like, is it an awkward Thanksgiving? Do they order Chinese? Do they cook from home? Do they make tamales? Like, what is their ritual? What is their family routine? And are there arguments? If so, what do they argue about? So that can be critical to know when you're writing. And then also I have notes of like different writing that I have. So this is kind of a, what's it called? Like a brainstorming warm-up that I wrote while I was in my writer's conference. So I'll read it to you. This one is about if you had to describe a day of the week as if it were a person. And since I was born on Friday, I decided to choose Friday because, not because I'm a narcissist, but because I feel like I know Fridays pretty well, and I think most people like Fridays, and today is Friday, so who would have thought? So here's where I start. Friday was a spontaneous girl. She had frills in her skirts and curls in her hair. She liked to spend money she earned and flirt with boys with her smile. She'd flit her eyelashes and apply glitter to her eyelids. She wore bold colors, fabrics, and furs. Friday was an optimist looking forward to the day ahead. There was never a time Friday wasn't in love, and sometimes she'd be in love with more than one person. People would fight over Friday, but she paid it no mind. To her, looking good wasn't a crime. Now Friday's house was filled with oranges and pinks. Her whole house looked like a sunset on the beach. Friday smelled like citrus and fire, alert and warm. Friday tasted like champagne and strawberries, sweet and effervescent. Friday was secretly in love with Monday. She found her melancholy ways romantic, always smelling jasmine flowers while looking at the moon. Monday may have been moody, but she knew how to take it easy even when working. Monday was a nostalgic type of girl, always watching old movies and tearing up at the sad parts. At heart, Friday wanted to show Monday to let go and have more fun. So, in my version, Friday and Monday are in love, and I kind of describe that dynamic. But you could go any which way when you're writing your stories. It can be a short story like that. It was only 2 pages. Or it could be a lot longer, like a novella or a novel even. One of the most important books, I would say, in writing a book is James Scott Bell's Plot and Structure. I wrote I read this in grad school, and it was very helpful, and I might even go back to it because I'm struggling a little bit with the middle of my book, which is usually where I struggle. Beginning, easy. End, easy. Middle, oh my god. It's hard work, at least for me. Maybe for other authors, if you can chime down in the comments. But yeah, so. And continuing on with my collection of notebooks, I have a planner of like pacing when to write certain chapters. Has it been accurate? No, it has not. Because there have been many chapters that I should have written by now that I have not written, but that's okay because we just go with the flow here. I have my mood journal for my mental health, and then I have just a collection of notes of grammar stuff because I'm trying to improve. And these are my thesis notes. And then grocery list. So it could be anything that I make a list of. But yeah, keep writing and happy writing.